Hi there, this is Mike Bernache. I am a business analytics coach with Lodestar Solutions. I'm also the operations manager, and I'm also a longtime user of Transformer. Previously in my career, I have used Transformer for many years. I've built many cubes with it. Um, I like to call myself the resident expert at Lodestar on Transformer. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about life after Transformer and where can you go from here, right? What products does IBM offer that can kind of take the place of Transformer or increase on my cubes that I'm using to increase the ability to maybe do some write back, some what if scenarios, to actually process larger volumes of data and have bigger cubes, or to use a technology that might be quicker and something that you might already own. So today I'm going to take a little time and go through the three options that I see that you can move to from Transformer, and just go through each of them and give you some pluses, and at the end give you some call to action on how we can help maybe roadmap the future of your Transformer needs and moving forward to maybe another product. Afterwards, I will take some questions and answer them to the best of my ability. I always reserve the right to take the question and circle back around with you with a more definitive answer if I don't know the exact answer. I certainly don't want to give you wrong information, and obviously, as you know, there's a lot of information that goes along with these technologies. So, real quick, a little bit about Lodestar Solutions. We are a IBM business analytics partner with IBM. We sell licenses and trade ups, so we have a great team of people who can help you when it comes to support renewal time, and get you some large discounts and save you quite a bit of money. We also are heavily involved in the BI and TM1 space in training. We have a number of training classes that you can find on our website. And if there's something that you don't see or something maybe a little bit different you're looking for, please don't hesitate to contact any of us at Lodestar, and we can certainly talk more about our training offerings. We're also consultants, so we consult in the BM1 and BI and the TM1 space, along with SPSS. More importantly, we are coaches, so we're coaches of executives and also team coaching. And what makes us a little bit different is that we believe in empowering, and we believe that the people is the most important part of the of the cog, then processes, and then the tool. So in my mind, if you have the people and the processes, the tool is the last part on that list, and certainly the people of it is way more important than the process or the tools. So as I said, we're coaches. We believe in empowering the people. And so why do we coach? Well, we don't like to typically focus on a particular project or meeting particular deadlines. We like to empower our clients, and what that does is it ultimately will save you time and money, because we want you to be the owners of whatever project or whatever modeling or whatever architecture we're building for you. We want to partner with you, and we want to teach you how to do that and empower you and coach you, and not only in the tools, but in communication and maybe some executive change, gaining proficiencies, those types of things. So ultimately, we do bill ourselves as coaches, and that, we believe, is what sets us apart from most others. So let's jump in a little bit. So what is Transformer? Transformer is an older technology modeling tool that is used to create OLAP cubes. All right, and so those of you who've used Transformer, you know that it creates power cubes, and power cubes can be consumed in PowerPlay, which is a product very similar to Analysis Studio, if you're familiar with that in the newer releases of Cognos. It works very similar. And you can also use the packages in the Cognos portal through Report Studio or any of the other Workspace Advanced and so on. So what we're here to do is talk a little bit about why we would move from Transformer. As I've stated a couple times, it's older technology. It is slow, so some of you know the pain of having to make a change in a particular model and having to press that button and wait for it to process through. Those of you who are familiar with enterprise planning, it's similar to the go to production process. So you have to rebuild the cube every time you want to make a change, which when you're initially modeling can be very frustrating, very time consuming. So as I said, you have to press a button or you can schedule it to update, but there always has to be some update process moving. It's not just real time per se. There are cube size limits. I'm sure some of you have come across the frustration of the cube size limiting. Typically it's around 2 gig, and the cube will start to act a little funky once it gets to be that size. And it's also pretty much a static product within the IBM family, so there's not a whole lot of updating or a whole lot of changes coming to that. So let's talk about some options moving forward. There are 3 of them that, 3 main ones that IBM and Cognos offer, which is TM1. So those of you who are familiar with TM1 know that it's a modeling tool that's used to create multidimensional OLAP models, and it's a newer technology, so it uses an in-memory technology, which the benefits of that are speed. It is really quick, and we'll talk about more of the benefits as we move forward in the presentation. But ultimately, it's a much quicker, much easier technology with a lot of benefits on the backside. You can also model a dimensional related, modeled relational is what they call it, dimensional model relational in Framework Manager. So you can actually create hierarchies and create levels and create all of the OLAP type modeling dimensionalized for consumption in BI in Framework Manager. A lot of you may or may not know that is available, and it's not too terribly difficult to do. And also there's a newer product called Dynamic Cubes. So it's kind of an extension of the dynamic query mode. So it leverages in-memory as well, and it's an aggregate awareness. So what it does is it's for large chunks of data, like millions and millions of records and rows. I believe they say that once you get over 25 million records is when you really see the performance of Dynamic Cubes kick in. And as I said, it's really for terabytes of data. Couple of key points on dynamic cubes, which we'll talk about later, is that your data has to be in a star or snowflake schema in order for dynamic cubes to work. So let's talk about why TM1. There are many reasons why TM1 could be the right fit for you. Frankly, some of you may even own it. If you have a Cognos Express license, then you own TM1. It is part of the Cognos Express offering. Also, some of you may have it and you may not know it. You may have purchased BI and TM1 at the same time and have never found a need for TM1. So some of the reasons why you might want to choose TM1 is that it's highly scalable. You can easily store gigabytes of data. It has pretty much real-time recalculation and reporting. It uses some processes which will update cubes very quickly and pull data from whatever the source might be. It has a flexible modeling language, so it can cover many business needs. So a few reasons, a few things that you can use TM1 for are obviously forecasting and budgeting, which is what it's really billed as a forecasting and budgeting tool that you can do what-if scenarios, you can do sandbox type things, you can... There's a bunch of built-in functions that can spread data, and obviously it's consumable through Cognos BI, so you have the real nice month-end reporting that you can do through it. So it has a number of different needs. You can use it as a poor man's data warehouse. We have clients who will use it to store metric data and to store maybe Google Analytics data. Different reasons, but it can be used for pretty much whatever you want to use it for. TM1 is a great option. There's no time-consuming publishing runs like you have in Transformer and PowerPlay. As I talked about, it's an in-memory application, so it basically loads up everything it needs in memory, which means you get the results pretty much instantaneous. And as I said, it's a poor man. You can use it as a poor man's data warehouse. It's optimal for write back, what if analysis, planning, budgeting, all kinds of different applications. So it really is a great tool that can be used for many different things. And as I mentioned, it is completely consumable through Cognos BI, so you can use it in Report Studio and all the different report writing functions, including dashboarding. So why would we want to choose a DMR and framework? So there are a number of reasons why this might be the right fit. Right, you might not own TM1, and if you own BI, you have framework and you can build up dimensional models. So you want to use this if you have built a usable timetable in your data warehouse. So if you've created things like current year and prior year and different relative time functions in your data warehouse, you can also create them in Framework Manager, but certainly much easier if you have this pre-built in your data warehouse. Basically, it's a very simple drag and drop creation of a hierarchy. It publishes to the portal just like any Framework Manager package. It auto updates. You can use dynamic query, which can help with caching. You can easily create a dimension table, experience over low data volumes, right? So it's well suited as well for complex security requirements. So there's a number of built-in security things you can use. So Framework Manager is certainly something you most likely probably own, and is something that you can use to model, create a dimensional model fairly quickly and easily. And it's something that's definitely worth looking into and checking out if you own Framework Manager. So Dynamic Cubes is a newer technology for IBM and Cognos. It provides real-time data and calculations. As I said, it's best used over terabytes of data. So if you have huge, and they use this word big data a lot, if you have huge data amounts, it's certainly a tool that's worth looking into. It is optimal for read-only reporting. So it's aggregate aware with an extensive in-memory caching, which helps performance on those very large chunks of data. And most important out of this is that you have to have a data warehouse that is star or snowflake schema'd, which this is highly recommended to maximize performance. Apparently you can do it without it, but certainly nobody would recommend even trying it without having a star or snowflake schema. Dynamic Cubes the interface is a little bit like Transformer, where you can kind of drag and drop and build your hierarchies like you can in Transformer. It kind of creates your measures. It does have some built-in relative time functions that have been increasing through the newest releases. So you're able to do, so what's great about Transformer is one of the keys to Transformer, in my opinion, is the ability to really quickly create relative time. It's very simple to do. So that is being built into Dynamic Cubes now and in future releases. So my suggestions on a call to action is threefold. I would review your current structure to check out what upgrade might be right for you. As I said, you may own TM1. You most certainly, if you have Cognos BI, own Framework Manager. And you also actually do get Dynamic Cubes with that. So there's a number of options that you can certainly play with. I would highly recommend that you contact Lodestar to review your entitlements. They can help you understand what you do own and what you have access to. We can also talk about ways to perhaps upgrade certain licensing to get access to other things that you might need. And then to work with us on a go-forward strategy. I'm more than willing to talk to each of you. If you contact me about where you stand with Transformer, what might be the best path for you, kind of take a look and just see what we would recommend as a go-forward strategy for your deployment. Certainly, Transformer Cubes work. It's a technology that's been around for a long time. It does work. But you do run into limitations, and if it's something that you're running into and that you may want to get into other products or do other things with it, then certainly contact us and let us know what you have and what you're thinking, and we can work with work on a go forward strategy with you. Just wanted to highlight a few things. Don't miss out on all of our information. So Recently, some spamming laws went into place where in the near future we won't be able to just contact you without going through this opt-in process. So if you would, I'd ask that each of you go to our website. It's real simple. In the corner, right corner, I believe, is an area where you can join our community to receive newsletters and updates and events and all that good stuff. It's very simple. You put in your name and your email. You'll get an email back with a link that you click, and then you'll be opted into our system. Also on our website, you can find all about all our events, which include all our different trainings, user groups. We also have a YouTube channel that we host tons and tons of videos on that you can check out. If there's a topic that you're looking for that we may not have out there or that you haven't seen, please let us know. We love, as we said, coaching. We love providing information. We believe that it's really, really important to empower you. So please let us know if there's anything that you haven't seen that you would like to see. And here's my contact information. So as I said, my name is Mike Panache. I'm a business analytics coach and also the operations manager with Lodestar. All of my information is here, which I'll leave up for a minute or two. Please take this down. Contact me with any other questions that you might have that don't get answered today, or if you do want to, take us up on our offer to, review your entitlements, to take a look at what you have, maybe help plan a go-forward strategy with you. We really would love to do that. I just want to thank each of you for your time today. I know it's very valuable. I hope that you do get good pieces of information from the different videos and groups, user groups that we put together. It's certainly our pleasure to do it. And with that, I will take any questions that you might have. Thank you.